Welcome to the Great Loop aboard the Perch. I'm Kim Russo, the director of America's Great Loop Cruisers Association, and today we are on Georgian Bay. We're going from Midland up to Parry Sound. We are actually leaving Midland a day before planned. We have really enjoyed our stay at Y Heritage Marina, which is an AGLCA sponsor, but we woke up this Sunday morning intending to stay put because we knew that the local traffic on the waterway would be pretty substantial. But checked the weather, and the weather for the next day was not looking great for kind of being in the open waters of Georgian Bay. So we had some breakfast and then left about 11 for a fairly short trip up to Parry Sound. It was a beautiful day to be out on the water, but as we went across the bay, there was quite a bit of boat traffic. And you'll see that more in the videos as we continue on. The other thing we're keeping in mind about this leg is that there is a bridge we will need to open very close to Parry Sound, and it only opens every 2 hours. So we're going to try and time our arrival at that bridge as close as we can to get a 3 p.m. opening. The problem is going to be if we do come real close and miss it, we'll be waiting about 2 hours for that bridge to open. So this was an interesting spot. We have to go between that red and that green. Looks completely impossible, but as we swung around, we realized the channel was a little bit wider than it initially looked. There's also a lot of other boat traffic going through here, so definitely an area to be careful and attentive as you're traveling through. There were a lot of wakes to deal with, and as we kind of lined ourselves up with that channel, we did realize that it was a bit of an optical illusion that the red and the green were far enough apart to get through, but still a pretty narrow channel. We did hear lots of boats calling a securite in this area as we continued on, but we did not. Probably weren't really aware of it until we got there, lacking that local knowledge that a lot of these other boaters have. So just be aware of that spot. And the overhead look here, I think if Michael could have seen this track beforehand, he would not have probably wanted to cruise this particular leg. You can see we're weaving out in and out of rocks on a pretty regular basis. The channel is well marked though, so we really didn't have any struggles through here as long as you are keeping your eye on your navigation and watching the channel markers. No issues. There have been loopers this season who have hit rocks, whether it be in the Thousand Islands it's happened, here in the Georgian Bay it's happened. You're on the Canadian Shield here, and it is rocky, there's no doubt about it, but it's also really beautiful cruising, and it would be really a shame to miss it because of worry of rocks. So that was the bridge. You just saw us stop there for a moment. We managed to arrive about 5 minutes before 3 p.m., which was perfect timing for the opening. We made the opening and worked our way on in to Parry Sound. So overall, 4 hours underway, about 42 miles. We averaged 10 knots this time. We were able to go a little bit faster in the open water than we normally have been, and about 18 knots was our max. You can see we varied speeds quite a lot on this particular day. That was a combination of trying to make that bridge opening and making sure we were slowing down enough between some of those rocks to make sure we were staying safe and not going to have any trouble with running aground or doing any damage to the boat by running into one of those rocks. So that was Lake 53, Midland to Parry Sound. We will be doing a Great Loop lifestyle video from Parry Sound because there was a lot there to see and do and some really big highlights. So check that out soon. Thanks for watching.